Welcome back to Livie's Lovelies, your inspirational craft channel, and I'm your host, Fam the Fabulous. For more ideas, inspiration, swaps, and challenges, click the link in the description below to join our craft community, the Maker Exchange, on Facebook. Welcome back, all my artists, creators, crafters, and makers. Welcome back to the Lovely Lab. Now, I've turned on the camera to just show you a quick way to create some cards on the fly. Now, if you remember, I created a lot of ephemera using my stamps, some watercolors, acrylic paints, and it's metallic paints, I believe it was. And so I just used some scraps, and I'll put a card up in the corner to take you back to that mask making session where I created these 4 clusters. I just pulled some of the ephemera that I created from the stamps, and you pulled some scrap paper, a little bit of lace, and create some clusters. Now from those clusters, I'm going to go ahead and make 4 cards. This is going to be quick. We ain't got all day. No one's got all day. So we're going to do the thing, okay? Now I also have, I saw this other piece in my bucket when I was pulling these out. And so and then I happened to see this butterfly, and I thought it would be a nice compliment to that. So I am going to use these pieces out of my ephemera bucket, which is really just a bucket of things that I've created, handmade ephemera, and pieces left over from kits. So it's nothing major, that's just what it is. Now let me go ahead and pull out, I'm going to go ahead and pull out my guillotine cutter, because my other cutter is not available. Let's just say that. So I'm actually going to, I'm going to rip for this side. I'm going to start off with this little cluster set, because the other ones are pretty simple, and this one will be a male themed one, if you will, because I don't have a lot. I don't typically have a lot of those. I'm going to cut that right here. No, I'm going to go ahead and tear. And do I want to tear? Yeah. I'll go ahead and tear this way. How far down do we want to go? Giving it that distressed vibe, that little bit of rugged. Because, and another reason why I wanted to get this done is because, frankly, there's so many times where I just want to drop a card in the mail and I don't have one, and I'm like, all right, well, let me just give them a call. Just resorting to a phone call, or let me keep them lifted in prayer, because I don't have the time to. I just can't stop at the moment and put together a quick card. And I do have some on hand, but they're themed. They're either happy birthday or whatever, and so I just need to make sure that I have a good stash of cards at all times. So we got that, and this is the featured cluster. I am just putting down, let's see how we can do this. Do I want that like that, or do I want this like this? And I don't want to spend too much time on it, because that's the whole point of creating the clusters in advance, so that you don't have to go through, all of the things, all of the planning as it pertains to card making. Because we don't have that kind of time, and I don't even have that kind of time today. But I'm sure gonna make it happen one way or the other. All right, so that's looking cute. I like the way that goes, and then a nice little sentiment somewhere here. That'll work. Okay, so let me go ahead and lay that down. Now I'm gonna go ahead and glue this onto here, and no, because I want that set up with pop tape. Let me just slide this out of the way. Put this now when I am putting something down onto the base of the card, what I will do is I don't use wet glue, because it has a tendency to warp, and I don't have time to try and get it straightened back out. Always coming down to the time, folks. Always coming down to the time. But what I do have time to do is put a little tape down and ensure that it sticks. right? I do have a tape runner. What do they call it? A ATG gun. But that tape, for whatever reason, is so high right now. And I'm not buying that. I think it was $20 for one roll last I saw. I might not have been looking at, the most popular listing, but nevertheless, it was a little, I mean, I could afford it, but I don't want to spend that on that. No, I've got glue. I've got dollar store double-sided tape, and that's what I'll have to use because it works just as fine. But the tape runner is really good, especially when you're mass making cards. And you just run it, and you're good to go. Okay, come on, let's cooperate here. And that's the part that takes the most time with the double-sided tape. It's convenient, but it can get tricky. I'm just going to burnish that down. Okay, and so now let me go ahead and lay down, let me tear the ends. And this is, you guys have seen me use this in previous videos. It's just an embossed folder. I'm thinking, do I want to use the tape for that? I probably should. Nope, let me get that in the center because it might not be even. Okay. My goal is to get all 4 of these cards done in less than 15 minutes, and we will see if I am successful. Okay, next up is the cluster. Put that there. Let me see where this is going to go. Or was this? Nope. I want a little bit of that design showing. So, okay, that works for me. That works for me. Nothing major. We're just working it out as we go. Stick that there. And then put her down on top of that. I'm just going to rip a little bit of this off at the bottom to shorten it. There we go. And I'm not one of those people that does a whole lot of, puts a ton of glue. Like, I'm using what I need, because one thing, you got to wait for it to dry. And two, if it'll stick with a little bit, that's all you need. That is all you need. And sometimes when the edges are not laid down all together, it does give it a more dimensional feel. So, just keeping that in mind. How do I have this closed up? All right, and then I'm going to pop this butterfly up and add a sentiment to this of some sort. A very vague sentiment, not too detailed. Or should I say not too specific. And then we'll move on to the next ones. Now this one took a little more time than I would have liked, partially because it's not a cluster, a full cluster, but that's fine. Okay, and let me find a little sentiment to add to this. I think, and I got this, I believe I got this off of I don't want, Amazon. I don't do AliExpress like that. I have in the past, but I don't really do them now. I just don't have time to wait for something that I want today. You know, 2 days is 2 to 3 days is as much as I'm looking to wait. Unless, of course, I have to actually go out and go purchase it myself, in which case it might not be for a few more days. Okay, so let's see. Our daily life, capture this moment, document it. Let's make some wonderful memories. How about enjoy the moment? You know what? No, I'm going to go with a black, a sentiment that has the black wording on it so it can pop out a little bit. All right, create what's important for you. I like that. It's one fine day. That's not even spelled right. One fine day. Build your wings. There we go. Oh, wow. And then I'm going to take, oh, that's a little crooked. Probably should have put that down with glue. Let me straighten this so I can see it straight on. Build your wings. Good. And then I'm going to take a Stabilo, go around the edges of it just to give a little bit of shadowing. I really should try, I could really try sharpening this pencil. I mean, it wouldn't hurt. And, okay, just had to wet a quick paintbrush just to get a smudge going there. And I'm fine that it's, you know, a little messy. This is masculine. It's not meant to be pretty. Not in the same sense that a card that I make for a woman would be. Okay. I'll have to put another square at the corner. Let's see. Get that under here, and prayerfully it will stick. And put a little underneath there because it's going to need to stick to the fabric. And there we go. Oh, let me tuck that in a little bit more. Yeah, there we go. All right, so we got one card down. Let's move on to the next ones. These shouldn't be as difficult. Not that this was difficult at all, because I actually enjoyed it. Let me move that out the way before I get some mess going on here. So we did that one standing up. Let's see if we can get one to go this way. And what else do we have? We got this, we got that, we got that. So this will be the one that goes this way. Now I've got to find some paper to serve. That's cute. That's real cute. As the background. And I may have it. That's nice and bright. once I get finished cutting it down. So let me move this out the way. Cut this down to fit the base. And this is all scrap paper. So every bit of these cards, aside from the card base itself, is made from scrap paper. So this will be, this is 5.5. I want to go with 5.25, maybe a little bit more. Okay, so now that we have completed these cards, we need to accent them, right? Make them cute and fun and, you know, add a little bit of extraness to them. Well, you know what I mean by extraness. So I'm just going to go through some of my embellishments. Really, I don't use as often, like the large ones. Although I might be able to get away with, I don't know. I really don't know that, even though that's kind of cute. That is kind of cute. It's a bit much. It definitely is a bit much. But the colors, I think I need to use that for a more juvenile card. Let me see if I can get away with any of the larger ones. No, it's really not. That's way too much compromising for my personal aesthetic. I can go that far as it pertains to kids, um, the brights, and I can work with the brights, but it's only so much I can comfortably commit to. All right, so let's take a look at this card here. I don't want to put too much on it, so I think I'm going to go with the liquid pearls, the raspberry, which is one of my favorites. And I'll go on the white areas with a little dot, not doing too much. I'll go up, one there, and maybe one here. We'll leave that there like that. And that way there's not too much going on, especially when we have the metallic background. I have to let that dry, obviously. So put that off to the side. Now, let me go with the ones that are a little bit more complicated. Because, yeah. Now, because this is the masculine one. No, this one is the masculine one. Let me go with this one first. This one can be for a lady. I am going to need to, let me see. I can use the Nouveau drops. Add dimension, iridescent details, craft. Okay, yeah. All right, so we'll go with the Nouveau drops, and this color is Dragon Scales. So I think I want to, I'll go, yeah, you might not be able to see that there. I go one here, it'll spread. One here, and one up here. There we go. It's good enough. It's not too soft and gentle for a woman. I mean, for a man, obviously. All right, let's go with one with a little bit more deep. I think I can feminize this one with a little bit of pearls because I don't have any gold embellishments at the current moment. Let's see, how could I do that? Could I go with a string here? Or could I go with a string up there? Or should I go with a string over here? Yeah, I can do it. I can do it. How much of a string is the question? I don't want to go too far. This should be good enough. Kind of balance it out. Not trying to go all asymmetrical. That's good for me. We got the lace, we got the pearls, and we got a little bit of gold there and some gold paint splatters. So that'll work. And then we have this little cutie. Let us see here. We can go with pink. We can do a little bit of pink. But I will need to put down some glue behind it because, so let's see. Do we want to go with pink or do we want to go with, yeah, we're going to go with pink. So I'll do 3. My favorite number is 3. So if I go here, here, and here. 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 And here. Okay. Now I could go further. I could add more embellishment, but we're not going to do that. We don't want to be here all day. Well, you don't want to be here all day. Frankly, neither do I. Me and Josh got some errands to run. So, I thought I had a paper towel. I do. Get some of this excess glue up. I'm just going to let that dry before I make a mess. Nice little mess. All right, and then last but not least, we shall, this one. All right, so can we do the teal? Can we do a strip of teal somewhere in here? I'm thinking no, unless we do like 3. We could do 3. We can do 3 or 4. We do 3. Or should I do white pearls? No, I think I better go with 3. And be done with this whole situation. Otherwise, I'll be here all day deliberating and contemplating. And they're sticky. They're plenty sticky. I don't like the way that is hanging off the edge. This little extra piece of glue. And I don't like that I'm using my good scissors on it either, but what's a girl to do? There we go. Okay, that's a little better. All right, so here we go. Let's see how that works. And there. So some simple cards that you can drop in the mail or add in with a little gift. And I'm going to show you in just a moment. Okay, so we have all 3 cards. Let me bring it on up close to you. We have the Rise and Shine card with pops of bright colors and something to brighten somebody's day. And then we have another one that says Serene. I better watch where I put my hands at, right? Serene with the metallic rose gold butterfly. Well, it's actually just scraps from some die cuts with some pink raspberry, I should say. What is it called? Liquid pearls. And again, all of this is made with scraps. There's nothing in here that I pulled out of a paper pad to use exclusively for this day, or for these cards, I should say. And so I love the fact that I'm able to use up some of my scraps. Okay, so here's the Remarkable one. And you know I'm a fan of black, white, and bright, but my favorite colors are teal and coral. So this is right up my alley. I love that little bird cage. It's something about that, right? And then here's the one that I created with you know, a little bit more of a masculine feel to it. Build your wings. I'm not sure who needs to hear that, but on this one we also have the Nouveau drops, and never fails. All right, so and then we have the splattered butterfly there with the background, the Tim Holtz background. You know, I like it when it has a little bit of a, you know, upcycled feel to it. You know, like I just put this stuff together just to make your day. Okay, and then last but not least, we have the Let Me Tell You a Story card. It's layers upon layers of goodness, and a little bit of pearls up there for the mother bird right there. And then, of course, the lace, and then the black embossed cardstock. All of this is scraps. So my word to you for today is to, you know, go for your scraps and see what you can use to create a card, or, you know, put a smile on someone's face. It doesn't take much. I mean, all in all, I think I spent a little over 30 minutes to put together all these cards. And I'm happy to have something on hand that I can just pull, at a moment's notice, to just put a note in and let someone know that I'm either thinking about them or to go along with the card. So that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. For those who are new to the channel and haven't already subscribed, this is a great time for you to do so that you don't miss any of the crafty uploads that are along the lines of using up your scraps or card making. And so that being said, guys, I want to say to all of you, including my current subscribers that have returned time and time again, until we're back here together on YouTube and Patreon, my friends, stay encouraged, stay blessed, stay creative and crafty. Bye now. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Hit subscribe to join the crafty community, and be sure to click the bell for notifications of new uploads. Thank you so much for watching. Now stay tuned for more from Livie's Lovelies, your inspirational craft channel. Bye for now.